Now, this is a really interesting concept. This is a really interesting, um, I'm going to say, internal debate that very often mentors have, because sometimes some people are going to have several mentors. Sometimes, actually, you're going to suggest that they need to be working with someone else. Maybe actually you've got to the extent of where you are, and that it's best for that person to now move on to thinking about and working with a different mentor. Maybe you're going to help them to do that. It comes down to a few factors really. When you're thinking about should I stop working with this person? First of all, if there's no if you've lost trust, if there's no safety or security in your relationship, then actually if you're not able to address that, then I would say it's important that it stops. Secondly, if you move into a personal relationship, if you move into some kind of friendship or even a romantic relationship, then actually again mentoring should stop. Thirdly, it might be that you start to get outside of your experience level, you start to get outside of your comfort zone. Remember, mentors are very often experienced in what they're mentoring. They've already walked the walk. If you get to the end of your journey, then actually it may be time that you suggest to your mentee that you feel that actually they would benefit from working with someone else. Here's someone I know, for example, you're going to introduce them, you're going to network for them. That is part and parcel of mentoring. And likewise, it can be that actually you've reached the end of that journey. So, for example, if you're mentoring someone for an induction, then you've reached the end of that journey because they've been inducted and they're very successful, and they're successfully in the workplace. If they need to come back to you, then the doors are always open. Never completely close the door. But what's happening here is that actually, they've done it. Just the same as if you're doing employability mentoring and they've gone into the workplace, you never quite close the door, but actually it's time, for our sessions to stop. Now, as you approach the end of mentoring, it's really important that you do move to a more coaching model where you are preparing your mentee for what's going to happen when they haven't got your support. It's fundamental to the role of a mentor that actually you prepare them for the future, you prepare them for their next steps, and that you don't get caught up with I'm going to say making your mentee dependent on you, because that's really unhealthy, and they're never going to leave you. As you approach the end of mentoring, it's really important that you take that shift and start moving towards helping them to plan for those next steps for that future.